Welcome back to episode 2. And this is season 2, episode 2. We are doing a lot this season. We are making big moves, big money moves.
Hey. We'll talk about that later.
So guys, on this episode, we're going to give you a little life update. Most of us are just chilling in our lives, but there's one in our crew that is making big steps.
I'm graduating from the stay-at-home kid.
Hey.
Actually, that's so sad.
Yeah, that is really sad.
We're just chilling.
We're still at home.
That was the saddest lead way into this. Thank you.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, so go ahead and tell them what you're doing.
I am
going on?
getting married.
Whoa.
Let's cue the meet me at the altar in your actress.
I don't know that song.
I just want to get married.
Uh.
Baby, let's get married.
Hey, show the bling bling.
I did to this camera.
Oh, you did? Zoom in on it. He's got that money.
It's the one on the right here.
That looks so
Yes.
That looks so ugly in that shot. But yes, life update, guys, if you care.
How did you do it? Explain the proposal
Tell us the
in
story.
a 5 seconds.
I feel like you should because you were more involved in the actual. Because I don't remember a lot of it.
Why would I
kind of
explain your proposal?
because you planned it.
I know.
Paul should, but
That's true, but from your perspective, you should give your ideas.
Everyone close their eyes. Imagine a beach.
set the scene. Red
A
tide?
beach. No red tide, actually. But the sun is setting. Everyone, all of the family is there. And we're walking to a spot to take family photos.
Do you see that naked man in the corner?
No, I did not.
We're all sitting under a tent because we don't want to get brown.
Yeah,
More brown.
Exactly. We're all walking. I noticed that everybody.
There's a streaker. You see the streaker?
Everybody else.
Is that Paul?
the streaker?
Okay, so
Everybody else, I've realized all of the rest of the family is in very casual clothes, and I'm all dressed up for no reason, and I don't understand it.
Suspect.
Yeah. And then as I'm walking, my dad pulls out a camera and just records me for some reason. And I'm like,
uncle.
I forgot about that. That's weird. And then I try to walk over to the nice water and try to just like dip my toes in, and Dad's like, come on, we gotta find a spot for the photos first and then you can go.
I was confused if we all had our eyes closed.
We did the whole
I just opened my eyes and all of y'all's eyes were open.
I just
closed the whole time.
Was I just in that memory by
I was
myself?
like, this feels a little long to keep my eyes Okay.
Okay, so basically,
So your dad ruined it.
I mean, yeah, a little bit. My family told me that we were taking family photos, but there was no photographer to take the family photos. So I didn't really understand it,
It
but
was
I
the
didn't.
streaker.
Yeah, I didn't question it.
Off-duty.
I didn't question it. I just got dressed up and went.
But that's the thing with Abby. Like, you can literally plan a proposal and she's just not aware of it because she's always like somewhere else.
I was very much aware of it.
No, you weren't aware of it, like that it would be on that day until we got to the beach. You thought it was all weird, but you were never like, this is going to be my proposal.
Yeah, I
do you know?
guess.
Because I know her.
But the day of, it was.
Dad was literally like, as we were walking, I
And
was
then
like,
I
Dad.
tried to go go towards the beach, and he's like, "No, Abby, we have to go now. You had to come with me."
It was so fun.
Didn't y'all take
Okay.
family photos like last week or something?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, at Walden
Did you think
Lake.
you were getting proposed to?
So man,
Hannah's like, this is my time.
to a non-existent-
I don't know who it is, but
There is a photo though of me by myself. Well, they took like a couple photos after the proposal. It's just me holding the ring box and I'm proposing to myself, and it's the saddest thing I've ever done in my life.
we all have that photo.
and the rest is history.
Do you remember what he said to you? Or?
No, I don't remember at
Why
all.
is that? Why does that always happen?
This is a key moment. As Paul's proposing, Abby just falls in the sand.
Yeah,
and so Paul's trying to get lower than her to try and propose. It was the
I
funniest
just
thing.
didn't know. I just when I get embarrassed or when I'm in an uncomfortable position, I kind of retreat.
Fall to the ground.
I retreat to a turtle-like position.
So you didn't cry.
No.
Did
But-
Paul cry?
I don't know. I
We're an
don't.
emotionless family.
Yeah, I was very
Even now.
Did your sister cry?
No, I don't think anyone cried. I think I was just so shocked that I didn't.
Did you guys cry for Liz's
No.
wedding?
Oh,
Liz's wedding,
yeah.
I was sobbing the whole time, and I was very.
I did it during John's vows because he was like, when I think of family, I think of you. And I was like,
And then
I just
she
started
said-
bawling.
No,
I was like,
but yes, we did not cry. We're not a crying family, but it was nice.
that's true. We don't.
And then we had crab boil after. It was lovely.
That was
Nice.
Highlight.
cracking crabs with her engagement ring on.
It was
So Abby got engaged or proposed to, but in the Indian culture, for all our white fans out there,
We love you. Sorry to exclude you.
every other race but Indian that needs to understand.
For our white.
for all our non-Indian fans out there, we do an engagement party and a wedding. Engagement party, like for American people, is probably like 5-10 families. No, sorry, 5-10 people. But for Indian people, it's like
A mini wedding.
Yeah, it's a mini wedding. It's like a quinceañera for Spanish people, right?
Have you ever been to a
It's like
quinceañera?
it's like a bar mitzvah for Jewish people.
It's like a
For-
sweet 16 party for white people.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like something for black people, and I don't know what y'all.
Wait, do other races have engagement parties? I always thought engagement parties were like the day of the proposal. They just have like a bunch of families there.
I think they.
This is
have
like
engagement-
separate from even the
Yeah.
proposal too.
So Indian people, we do like where all the families get together, but this is not just the immediate family. We get like everybody who's Indian comes to the engagement party, and but I think Abby's family's not doing it like that. But usually, typically, there's like 400 people probably to an engagement party, and the wedding's like 500 or 600 people. I mean, these can get pretty insane and people get really offended if you don't invite them. Is that right?
Yes, but Paul has 2 cousins, so we're good.
So,
And you know who you are.
You know who you are because there's only 2 of them.
So, like for Abby's engagement, what do you? You're only inviting. Well, you have
Exclusive list.
Yes, so for us, it's like a joining of families and also a tour of the farm. Because
Bonus.
if you don't know, Paul is very country.
Paul's parents live on a farm.
You're gonna do a lot of farming work. What is farming work, by the way?
A milkmaid.
You're gonna milk cows and goats and take hay to the animals. And,
Milkmaid.
I think that's a European thing.
A Swiss thing.
I could see you as like a
I could definitely
Little House
see
on the
you.
Prairie type of chick.
Like an Amish woman.
Cool.
An Amish woman.
I don't think I could self-sustain myself like that.
Self-sustain myself.
Yeah. I realized my mistake, but you got it out.
Yeah, I can't imagine you in that lifestyle.
I can imagine myself like pumping my own water and like, I don't know.
Country do you think this is? There's access
Like a homestead, I'm thinking. Like
That's
you
what they-
pump water for yourself from a well or something.
Still living in America. It's not a third world
know.
country.
There's
Homesteads
access-
are in like the South.
Paul's place is considered a homestead. Homesteads are just a big piece of land that animals roam on. Just to clarify,
That transition.
Paul's the place Paul grew up in, there were no brown people. There's brown people, but no Indians. The only Indian is the one that owns the liquor store. And me and him make eye contact sometimes, and we have
Oh, so you're at the liquor store.
Why are you at the liquor
I only
store?
went once. And we had a mutual, we were like, wow.
We're
nice
disappointing our parents together.
It's nice to see. Nice to see another one.
exist.
But yeah, it's a very white town.
So take a good look at Abby right now because you may never see her again because she's gonna be culturally gentrified.
What are all these? He read white fragility.
She's gonna be culturally transformed into a farmer white chick.
I'm gonna live in Clearwater. That's not.
I know she's gonna be more modern. Oh,
She's gonna
no.
be a farmer white chick on the beach.
I mean, that sounds cool.
Hey guys, we got sponsored by a brand.
Speaking of hair,
Ladies,
Everyone's got it.
Ladies, men.
sometimes in the wrong places.
but listen, if you're gonna grow it, you should get Beard Balm. So check this brand out. It's called Gilead. It's by my brother David Abraham. And we're promoting his,
Thank you.
brand. So ladies, are you tired of always shaving your faces?
Tell me about it.
Shaving our faces. These are for our mustaches.
Yeah. So we got 2 scents here. One scent is called Awaken, and Abby, can you give us an idea of what that smells like for the audience out there?
Awaken.
Let's do
Awaken.
Let's do a what is it?
ASMR?
Yeah, ASMR. Okay.
Of us sniffing it?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Okay, so Abby's gonna do a scent and a review. Hold on. Abby's gonna do a review using ASMR of the scent Awaken.
Flavor.
Ready? Go.
Are you ready?
That didn't make it.
That's so aggressive.
That's like an upperton smelling.
I don't know how to. Okay, let me.
Describe it for the people.
It smells like a little fruity, like mango. It smells floral, like a.
Like a flower.
I don't think it's
This is supposed to be manly.
I made that up.
It smells like.
Beard balm.
It smells good.
That's a plug if I ain't ever heard it.
Good review, Abby. Let's go to Hannah and Shannon with Journey.
Journey. We're going to take you on a journey. Hannah, take them on the journey.
Sounds a little different.
Don't spill it.
It's not.
Oh, it's like a wax.
This one smells more, I want to say lemony. Right?
Lemony fresh.
Yeah, it's
And it
like
smells more
fresh.
Yeah.
So what's great about this product, guys, is that everything's all natural or certified organic, handcrafted from people in America, like next door to us. So it's an American product made by American men. But this is good if you for guys when you grow your beards out and your beard gets kind of itchy and you want to. This is a really good cream, a balm for that. And then for women when your mustaches grow out really, and you start.
Stop right there. He ain't gonna have one.
With his ass.
You want to just smoothen out your mustache a little bit and just, and when your upper lip smells really bad, this is a good.
This is perfect for No Shave November, too.
Yeah, go ahead, Hannah.
Excuse me.
Anyways, check out this product, Gilead.
Support small businesses.
Yeah, support.
You know
small
the Indians will
business.
love it. Got mango butter in it.
Link,
I know, mango. I didn't know mango could be better.
yeah, link will be in the bio. The website is gileadsbomb.com. That's pretty good.
Nice. Nice.
gileadsbomb.com. And for our listeners, wow, this is if you type in SAHK, let me tell her. If you type in SAHK, say it, Shannon.
Sack.
Yeah, you get 15% off. Woo!
What?
I think
Let's
we're more
go.
excited.
Let's go.
We're worth it.
gileadsbomb.com. So back to engagements and wedding season. So we have Abby's engagement coming up, and then we have a wedding in Houston, and then we got a wedding in San Antonio, then we got a wedding in...
What?
Wow.
Then I got a wedding in Philly, and then...
It's cuffing season.
Dude,
I
they're
know. I
trying to
guess since quarantine, it just...
They are taking those cuffs
There's
and...
2.5 million weddings happening in the year of 2022.
Whoa.
It's the biggest one since like the 60s after the wars.
This might be a good time to go into a wedding business.
That's what I'm saying.
But what? Like,
Why are
selling
we in the
dresses?
podcast
We
business when
don't got
could
that.
Be in the wedding business.
We could combine the two and have our podcast at a wedding.
Who would pay for that?
could you imagine at one of our weddings?
We could host
Like, stop. We need to do a podcast.
we could host the live streams for the weddings.
We could be like DJs.
Oh, that's
No, like every wedding has like a live stream. We could be the host for the live stream.
like sports announcer.
the bride is walking down the aisle.
Now approaching.
She looking fire.
She's 5'6". She weighs.
I'd just be the guy be like, dang, he could have done better.
That's how we never get another gig.
So a lot of weddings coming up, and there's a lot of people getting invited. And if you don't get invited, it's because it's too many people. We can't invite everybody. So don't get offended, because we can't have a 700-person wedding. It's 2021. Let's get over these things.
COVID.
Yeah, COVID. Some of y'all just don't know manners and be coughing all over the place, and
It costs too much money.
yeah. So I'm gonna have my wedding just at the courthouse. So none of y'all invited if y'all.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even us?
Not even
You
me.
can't even have a stay-at-home podcast for your courthouse wedding?
We gonna be there live streaming.
He walked into the courthouse.
Or no, you could say for the girl, dang, she could have done better.
Yeah, seems more appropriate.
So let's talk about wedding woes, okay? Things that we've been to a lot of weddings in our lifetime, right? How many weddings would you say? As many as I've been to, you've been to probably.
Probably like 50.
Like 500.
Yeah.
500.
500. Yeah.
That is an exact.
a lot.
I've at least heard your
really
dad's
slow.
jokes like 20 times. The same joke at the wedding?
Okay.
Maybe not 100.
Roast my dad. Go ahead.
Maybe like...
He right down there.
Maybe like 65.
Yeah. No, not above 100.
I've been to a lot of weddings.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like 10 years younger than us, so.
I'm pretty much married at this point.
Top 50?
We've been to a lot of weddings, and we always pick apart everybody's wedding. And it's no offense, everybody does their best at their wedding. So, but we've noticed things because we have so much experience in these things. So let's go over some stuff. Let's talk from the ceremony. What do you think is like something that they could have done better?
I mean, not all weddings, but a lot of Indian ceremonies, there's like 3 messages, 16 songs, and like then every time someone stands up, they always say another message, and like it's like everyone feels like they have to say something, some advice, something to encourage the audience. And then there's like some weird like salvation thing they do at the end where like if anyone doesn't know Jesus, this can be your opportunity to accept Jesus as your personal savior.
Why is that weird?
It's just like I don't know.
like
It's
that.
Who have you ever met that's like, yeah, I gave my
I
life to
got
Christ
saved at a
wedding.
wedding.
But I like, if that was my wedding, I would like that opportunity was there.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, I see.
Not that it's not the time, because it's always the time. If you want to accept Jesus as your personal savior, now is the time.
On this podcast.
On this podcast, at this moment,
Imagine in the future. I gave my life to
Yo, that,
at a stay-at-home podcast. That's what this podcast is about.
All we're trying to say is if you get signed up to do a prayer, man, just pray. That's it. Don't say nothing else. Just pray.
they don't want to know how beautiful they look.
Yeah.
We know.
Weddings that have worship sets, and then there's like a dead stop in between every song, and it's just this awkward pause when they don't know how to transition into the next song. So it's like a dead pause, and you're just like,
That happened at Alexa's wedding. Alexa was like, right after your dad says this word, come up. And I was completely zoned out. And so your dad said,
it was all Hannah.
And there was just so much silence. I was like, what's going on? And they're like, Hannah, get up there.
Because Hannah was the lead. She was the only one
I was
singing.
like, I'm so sorry. And so there was like at least 15 seconds of awkward silence.
Hannah was like, why is everyone just sitting around?
I was like, oh my God, their vows are so cute.
she's like, dang, who's next? This is embarrassing.
This is embarrassing for them. So I didn't go to a non-Indian wedding until I was about 19 to maybe 20. So I didn't know that things were different outside of Indian weddings. I thought Indian weddings were the norm. But then I went to a non-Indian wedding, and the ceremony was like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the reception, it was just dancing all night. And that was fun.
That's a celebration.
That is a celebration.
That's true.
And it was like there was nothing expected. Like there was nothing, it was just kind of like a party. But they were like, it was still cool. It was just so different from what I was used to. Like I didn't know people danced at weddings. I thought that was just like, I don't know. the dance floor was just there to hold things.
So anytime, there's dancing at American weddings. Like, it's so hard for us to get people to dance at Indian weddings because you got all the parents just staring like, ooh, who's the bad kid or who's the whatever.
They're all on the sidelines like.
Yeah, man. It's
That is the exact.
How can you like be
Please
comfortable?
recreate it just in case I was in your way.
Oh my gosh.
But then when the DJ, we always, every Indian wedding, you'll hear this one song and this will just turn most people, everybody who's been secretly drinking in the back or whatever, they'll come in and
I need to add this to the playlist.
Brooklyn, New York, it's your boy. Young. The nephews is in the house. As soon as the beat drop, we got the streets locked overseas. A Punjabi MC in the rock.
yeah, anyways, that was our dance segment. But
Dance break.
but you guys got pumped to that song. So yeah, so that song plays at every wedding. And
Like white people got the cha-cha slide. We got that.
so the last wedding we went to, and they had some decent music, and I just remember, like, I was like, man, I'm tired of like going to weddings and not dancing and being a part of it. So I just like went out there, and then they were doing like the electric slide or whatever, and I just remember like it was like 10 people, and then I walked out there, and everybody was like staring at me, and I was like, hey man, I'm just gonna get into this, and it was fun, like. But you do get intimidated by all the uncles and aunties staring at you.
But once you go to a wedding with dancing, it's like when you go to a wedding without dancing, you're like, what are we doing?
And by the way, our like Pentecostal like Indian weddings are the only Indian weddings that don't have dancing. Every other type of Indian, that's all they do is dancing, and they have like elaborate choreographed dances. Our weddings are the only ones that don't have
And
like.
it's so weird and sad.
Yeah, now we're getting better.
Yeah,
we're doing a little more, but every other in like even Catholic weddings, like their dances, their receptions be lit. Oh yeah, kanaz. But yeah, I was just clarifying because I'm sure other Indians are probably like, y'all don't dance at your weddings.
Oh yeah,
That's true.
It's definitely not an Indian thing. It's an us thing.
yeah, it's an us thing, which is kind of sad. But we changed in that.
Next gen coming up.
Yeah,
Play
we
a song.
having
As
fun.
the beat drop, we got the streets locked overseas. A Punjabi MC in the rock.
Anyways, we're not playing that at our wedding. God, can we get a new song?
At your wedding out?
I just added it to the playlist. I'm playing it.
She Shazammed it. Like, what song is this?
I think I could.
I was gonna
dance.
say, I think another reason why we don't dance that much, I don't think this is a reason, but because we're in like saris, it's just like a lot to dance.
Yeah, no, those
And you break a sweat so quickly when you're on the dance floor surrounded by people in a sari.
Those like choreographed dances with these like people that have been the Hindu weddings that are like 3 days. There's so many dances, and they have these heavy behind like $6,000 chudidars, and they're just like throwing themselves around. Like it's not that.
No, but they're used to doing that. We only put on saris maybe once a month, not even.
Oh, yeah,
Indian
so
glam.
our wedding will be a fusion. So the bridesmaids are wearing Indian outfits. I'm wearing a white dress for the ceremony and then changing into an Indian dress. And Paul is going to wear a suit at the wedding and then change it to an Indian outfit for the reception.
Oh snap! Is that what you're gonna do?
No.
Why not?
Wear Indian?
That's your chance to be Aladdin. Everyone always calls you Aladdin.
I don't want to be Aladdin. I'm just adding to the stereotype.
Laser.
Laser.
I'm gonna wear a boxing outfit when I walk into my.
At the courthouse.
You're just going to come in.
I'm gonna have.
Boxing gloves and that. Are you talking about just the robe?
Yeah, I'm gonna come in with the fog and everything, and I'm gonna walk in, and they're gonna
Well,
have.
you're going to set off the fire alarm in the courthourhouse and everyone's going to have to evacuate.
Where's your wife in all this?
Oh, yeah, she's somewhere.
behind you.
She'll be there early or something like that. I'm gonna walk in very.
She just comes in with a robe and she's you guys just box.
No,
Box and
At Chris's wedding, it's the opposite. She's standing there already. Chris goes down the aisle, and everyone stands for Chris.
Honestly, though, the only thing I really want to do is walk in really hype with the boxing gear, like in Creed or in any boxing movie, where they walk in and it's like black lights, strobes, and they come in with the hoodie on and everything. Like, that's my.
Like, is your wife doing this too, or you?
I don't care what she does.
No,
That's what I'm doing.
It would be cute if you guys had like a pink and a black robe.
Why it had to be
You guys
pink and
took
black?
off. So like bridegroom in some way.
No,
Or white.
this is my
Or white and
this is my
black,
dream.
yeah.
She's not gonna have any say in this, so I'm gonna pick the colors and everything.
Nice.
She can do whatever else
So
with the
much
wedding.
sense. He would be the one to control the wedding.
No, everything else I don't care about. I just want to walk in. This is not for the.
Please
This is
walk
for the
down
reception.
aisle. Can she be waiting for you? Because that's what I want. Break the stereotype. Or Finity walks you down the aisle.
I don't think
Gives
anyone
you
will be
away
shocked.
to your bride.
They'll be so confused. Like, huh?
Bet I'll do this.
They'll be like, she's already here. Who are we waiting for?
Did we miss it?
Lateness at an Indian wedding.
Oh,
I think
so annoying.
through all Indian people is a problem. Everybody wants to show up when the bride's trying to walk in.
Yeah, but so people have gotten smart now, and they always say the wedding starts 30 minutes before it does. So that if the wedding starts at 3, they'll be like, the wedding is at 2:30, so everyone comes at 3, and then
just-
it's perfect timing.
But-
You just ruined the secret.
it's okay, nobody's.
No, but I think that also still doesn't work.
I know it still doesn't work most of the time. People still come at 15 minutes late to the 45 minutes.
I think a new thing too is I think younger people are mainly not even going to the ceremony and just going to the reception.
Oh,
They
I've
just
never
skip
seen
the
that.
ceremony
Or like
altogether.
invite more people to the reception
Yeah.
than to the ceremony. I've seen that.
If it's in 2 different locations, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I don't care about ceremonies these days.
My thing with the reception is like, because there's so many people at an Indian wedding, you can never hear the maid of honor speeches or the best man speeches ever. Because
Yeah,
so many people
everyone's
are
so
talking,
rude.
so many people are clinking their utensils together. I don't know how to fix it necessarily. Just have less
Yeah,
people.
it always
but-
sounds so rude. Like people are always talking and nobody's listening to like these people that have like the important people that are making the speeches.
Yeah, so lateness is a problem. Have you ever seen somebody walk in right behind the bride?
You.
No, I haven't done that. But I've seen that once, and Uncle tried to walk in right behind the bride. I was like, are you kidding me, bro?
It's like they
No, I've
don't
never
know.
seen that.
It's like they're not aware of the just like standard courtesy.
But I mean, did they have that in India? No.
In India, you could just go to if you heard wedding music, you could just walk into the reception, get food, and leave.
Yeah.
Oh, you can do that here, too. You can wedding crash. It's pretty easy, especially for Indian people. I mean, come on. There's like 500 people invited. I could easily go wedding crash.
Where are you going to sit for the reception, though?
There's always
Just
somebody
pick a
that
random seat.
Yeah, there's always somebody that doesn't come.
That's true.
So you could just sit in
You
there.
just have to wait, though, until everyone sits down and be like, ah.
I saw a wedding on the beach like a couple weeks ago. So is that wedding crashing? Because I watched it.
Oh, no.
You didn't get any food.
No, I didn't go to the reception, but
You know, you never get the wedding cake. What's up with that?
Isn't the wedding cake only
That
like
sounded
one?
that sounded like a Seinfeld thing.
comedy.
You know those weddings.
You know, the last wedding I went to, they had a really nice, good-looking cake, and then you know what we got for the dessert? We got fruits, and I was like, "What the heck?"
A joke. Damn.
I was very upset. I was like,
actually
I asked the server, I was like, "Can we get some of the cake?" They're like, "Oh no, that's not for anybody." I was like, "What?"
What if it was just made of plastic covered in icing? It wasn't a real cake.
they do that sometimes.
Yeah.
That's such a joke. Like, if you're gonna get cake, like serve it to the people. I mean,
Remember that wedding we went to? And it was like 7 courses
Dude.
at the reception.
And a palate cleanser in between courses.
Yeah, they had like a ice cream palate cleanser that you had in between the meals. It was so
I've been to
good.
one of those
It was
weddings.
so fancy.
Are you gonna have alcohol at your wedding?
No.
Any wine?
No.
Dang, I'm not coming.
BYO. Hey.
YOB booze.
Oh.
What was A? Oh, alcohol. Okay.
You won't even have wine? Your parents drink wine?
I don't like wine.
Oh, okay. I guess it is your
I was
wedding.
about to have brown liquor at our wedding.
No, I don't like
Oh,
wine.
yeah. Can I bring bourbon for you? What is it? What do you like? Bourbon, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if I bring bourbon? Will you guys drink it in front of everybody?
I would, but I ain't gonna say no. But nobody else would be happy about that.
Would you guys do alcohol at your weddings?
That's for me to know and you to not know.
I will be 21 by then, okay, ma'am?
I don't know if you're a snitch.
It's not worth the conversation because it's not something that's needed and it's not something that will change my life. So
It's also not something you're paying for.
yeah,
This
it's
is-
also not something I'm paying for. That is the biggest thing.
So this is the other thing at Indian weddings. Like they're not typically for the bride and groom. They're typically for the family and the parents. They get a lot more of the say than the actual bride and groom get says and stuff. So that's why it's kind of sad when we talk about these things, because I know I'll never get to walk out in a boxer's uniform into my fantasy of strobe lights and. Huh?
Sounds so emotional.
Because my parents would kill me if I did something like that. But I'm gonna do it.
At the courthouse.
But yeah, it's usually like your parents that really have a lot of say in these things. I don't know how it goes for American weddings. Like
I know, but they're paying for it. That's the thing. If like I was paying for it, it would be one thing, and I'd be like, oh yeah, I want this, this, and this. But weddings cost a lot of money.
Save up now.
done.
Save up for that. Buy yourself a robe and some boxing gloves now.
Done. You don't even know. I have this stuff already. It's been planned for years. Just that part of the wedding. The rest I don't care.
Concerned about that.
And you want a cake from Cake Boss.
Oh yeah. Cake Boss,
But
please sponsor me.
He's injured, so
I'll give you some balm.
Cake Boss is injured?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He injured his hand.
Oh.
Oh, that's the worst thing.
You need to come to physical therapy, Cake Boss.
Oh yeah, true.
Buddy, his name is Buddy. Buddy, come to physical therapy. I'll be your therapist. I
Free
will.
physical therapy for a cake.
Free physical therapy for life if you just let me have one cake. Like,
What would it be? What would it look like? You?
the boxing arena. A figurine of him in the boxing arena.
His wife is outside the ring.
you ever get stuck at a table you don't want to be at?
Oh, that's the worst.
That's the
You
worst.
sit with like boring people.
And then
Or like people you don't know. You're like in the back and you're like, I wasn't as important as I thought I was to this bride and groom.
Table seating is everything.
table seating is everything. I'd rather sit with my family than get separated and sit with random people.
Aw.
That's so cute.
You love us?
Because like the last wedding I went to, not the last wedding. There's a lot of things that happened at the last wedding. Maybe we
already
should
said
stop
his
saying
wedding
that. Yeah. Okay, so at like the last couple of weddings I've been to, I got separated because they thought I was wanting to sit with somebody else, but I didn't. I didn't want to sit with these people that I was with, and it was very like awkward because I didn't want to talk to them. But I tried to talk to them, but they were awkward too, and it was just like this hour long because the food came out late and everything. Wedding seating is important. So listen, don't try to pick people apart and stuff. Just sit them with their family and they'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, that was the plan.
Or make it really awkward and seat people together that you know don't like each other.
I'm going to reconcile.
And leave a note. This is your time for reconciliation.
Or I could just every man for himself. Just open the things, and just everyone can sit wherever they want, and then everyone's struggling to sit.
Like the Hunger Games.
Every man for himself.
I have never seen. That would be funny, actually. I've never seen anybody.
But
do
then there'd
seating
be like
that.
two people that would be left out, and they would have to sit at the very back of the.
You could open the doors and do a Squid Game style and be like, red light. Green light. Yeah, who you sit with matters, because then you can make fun of everything, or you just have to sit there and pretend you like everybody.
Yeah.
And make sure there's plenty of bread at the table.
Oh yeah, don't be that person that passing the ranch and then you don't pass the ranch and it's stuck there, and then you have to be like, excuse me, are you gonna bring it over here?
That was so specific.
Or the bread or the butter.
That was so specific.
Yeah. Make sure there's enough
You're
bread.
probably that person.
Yeah.
That's never happened to me.
Also, if you're gonna have that raffle game where you hide a ticket at the table somewhere, make sure the ticket is actually on the table somewhere, and don't just like scam people.
You both are talking very specifically, like
We've
something
been to a lot
happened
of
to
weddings.
I thought you were gonna say the one that like that game where you're like, find somebody who has this.
Let's just have
Don't
a
do that.
no.
you. We
Let's
should
just
stop.
let's
wedding
have a
games.
petition of just no wedding games.
I don't like wedding games. They're always awkward. Nobody likes them.
Wedding games with guests. Wedding games between the bride and groom are fine.
I don't even like those. Like then nobody's like everyone's just watching you when you lift up a shoe, saying that he's late all the time. Like what? Like what's the point?
Wedding bingo, that'd be lit. Everybody get a wedding bingo card.
That's lit.
especially that one game where it's like everybody stand up, and if you're wearing a blue tie or blue sari, then sit down, right? You guys have all seen that game? Yeah, that game needs to die because at the end of the day, all they're trying to do is set up somebody to date somebody or something like that. They always get it to where it's like, okay, if you're single or if you're not married yet, stand up. And then if you're between the age 35, and it's just like always awkward at the end. They're like, all right, so you two, you look like a good pair.
Man, that's my cousin.
We brother and sister. Also, one weird thing about non-Indian weddings is the garter toss. The garter ceremony, whatever the heck it is the grossest thing I have ever seen in my life. And I saw it the first time when I photographed my first wedding. And it's just this awkward moment where the groom is underneath the bride's dress and everyone's just silent. Everyone's staring at each other. They're like, what do we do in this moment? Everyone's fully like, they're like, oh, cool. This is great. Like, what's happening? Why do we do it? It's dumb. Let's stop. Stop it. You need some help.
I was going to say, like, MCs. Is there a need for MCs at weddings?
Don't tell that to Chris. Chris is trying to make his livelihood.
By the way, if you need an MC for your wedding, shameless plug.
No, I think some people can do it right. I just think many people do it wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I usually like the MC falls to the DJ, but at the reception, I don't know. It depends. Because I think at Indian weddings, you kind of need some kind of MC because there's so many people. So you're trying to get people to shut up.
At American weddings, do they have MCs?
No, they never do. They never have an MC that's like related to the groom or bride. It's always like either like a hired one that's part of the DJ thing, or there's just the DJ.
It's because Indians are cheap and we just find somebody.
That is true.
Somebody who's close to us.
But it's more fun when it's someone that knows you, because like the roasting part of it, like that's always fun. Sometimes you go too far, Chris, like in a couple of different instances that we will not name.
Trigger.
I've learned a lot in my MC days, and I still ask for forgiveness from 2 people.
He knows of what not to do now.
You know who you are.
Listen. I think they do, or I think one of them does, and I'm sorry. I forever owe you a debt.
A debt?
Of something. I don't know. You guys can come roast me at my wedding, whatever. But yeah, I've learned a lot.
What if they come to your wedding and they're just like, this is everything wrong with Christopher Ninan. I've been waiting for this moment for my entire life.
They do like a Kanye thing. But hold up. They grab the mic.
Listen, it's a good thing I can take criticism very well. Come at me, bro. But anyways.
You know what I do like when wedding receptions have like a food truck or like a snack after all the dancing.
A food truck. That's smart.
Yeah.
After the wedding or like during cocktail hour?
There was a wedding I went to where like after the dances and like when it was just about to end, they had these chicken and waffle little things, and they were so good. And it's like you've been tired from dancing, and then you go and get yourself a nice treat, and then it energizes you to do a little more dancing. And then
those are the best.
All right, so you guys heard what our woes were and our likes and dislikes about weddings. Abby's wedding's coming up, and
we'll give you our opinions after.
Yeah.
Honest opinions. That'll be fun.
But I think
without me, just
no, you're gonna be sitting right here live.
Abby's opinions about weddings will probably change after she has hers. She's like, guys, just give them grace, like give them.
Let us know your wedding woes.
Yes.
If you have any or if we missed any.
Yeah. So thanks for tuning in on this episode of Stay at Home Kids.
Don't forget about the beard balm.
Yeah, ladies.
Beard balm. Ladies, don't lie.
So hey guys, there's an opportunity for you guys to help some kids in India. We donate money, and we have a fund where it's called Anna's Helping Hands, and we basically help every month by buying groceries for people in villages and stuff, because they're still on a pretty strict COVID lockdown in certain areas, and they can't go to stores and stuff like that. So we help by pooling money together, donating our money, and then we send it over to India to our local pastors or people that can help, and they buy a bunch of groceries, and they hand it out to the families. Now we have some pictures here that you're gonna see, and I'll tell you, it does not cost a lot. There are people out there scamming you for their money because they'll ask you for $1,000 or like whatever or more, and they'll only feed like 5 families. I'm telling you, we only put in like $200, maybe like 300, and we fed like over 20 to 30 families. So that's pretty crazy good. I'm just going to plug that in. If you want to donate, we've created a GoFundMe page, and all of it's going to go to our charity, Anna's Helping Hands, just for that. And what you'll do is when you donate, we'll send you pictures of the people you've helped, families that you helped, and stuff like that, so you know that everything is fully vetted 100%, and there's no, like, we're not taking your money or anything like that. It's an opportunity for you to help the community, especially if you're Indian and watching this. You want to give back a little bit. Like, there's probably 1 million people that you can help, so we're just one of those people that are trying to do something positive in our community, and most of this goes to North India, so you can try and help that out. So yeah, we're doing something positive in season 2.
Ow, ow,